battle over deportation and what role the federal courts play in the process is getting more complicated. Meanwhile, one of the nation's top universities is fighting back after President Trump threatened to freeze billions of dollars in federal funds. Ryan Nobles explains why.
The effort to bring back a Maryland man who the Justice Department said was mistakenly deported to El Salvador intensifying. Lawyers for Kilmar Abrego Garcia arguing in a federal court filing today there is no evidence that anyone has requested the release of their client after the Supreme Court ordered the Trump administration to facilitate his return.
It's the fact that Trump and Kristi Noem and Pam Bondi won't make that demand in the first place that we find ourselves in the position that we're in right now.
Monday, the president of El Salvador said this in the Oval Office.
How can I smuggle a terrorist into the United States? I don't have the power to return him to the United States.
The White House now maintains Abrego Garcia was not mistakenly deported, insisting he is a member of the MS-13 gang, contrary to a district court judge's finding.
Which is the evidence presented doesn't show or doesn't lead one to believe that conclusion.
Maryland Democrat Senator Chris Van Hollen has asked to meet with El Salvador's president.
I don't think he wants to essentially be the president who's kidnapped a United States citizen.
Today, President Trump once again repeated his goal to send the most violent American convicts to prisons outside the U.S.
We are looking into it and we want to do it. I would love to do that.
At the same time, the Trump administration is putting increasing pressure on the nation's top universities to conform to its ideological goals. At least one institution is fighting back. The White House is freezing $2 billion in federal funds from Harvard University. The school's president refused to bow to White House demands to end its diversity programs, monitor foreign students' political expressions, and make leadership changes. The president now suggesting Harvard should lose its tax-exempt status.
To threaten people with loss of funding or other types of coercive measures from the government to get them to change what they're saying violates the First Amendment to the United States. It's plain and simple.
And two groups representing Harvard believe the federal courts will agree with that sentiment. They filed a lawsuit on Friday asking for a judge to file a temporary restraining order preventing the president from freezing Harvard's funds. Ryan Nobles, NBC News, Washington.
Meantime, a new WRAL documentary looks at how national policies are impacting lives here in North Carolina. Our WRAL doc team explores all sides of the issue in crossing borders, immigration, and division in North Carolina. It airs next Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. on WRAL, WRAL.com, in the documentary section, or on WRAL's YouTube page.